In episode 2, we focus on how many customers we can reach and acquire over time. Now we move into the sales section where we set up our first revenue stream and define its pricing so the model can start calculating how much money comes in each month. We won't touch cost of sales yet, that comes in the next episode. To get started, click on Sales in the left-hand menu. You are in the sales section that is set to base scenario. This keeps everything aligned with the assumptions we used in growth. At the top, you will see your current MRR and current ARR, both at 0 right now because we haven't defined any revenue yet. Then you see the sales dashboard, which will populate as we add streams. Let's do that now. Click Add New Revenue Stream at the top of the page. A menu appears with a range of stream types, depending on what type of business you have. We have the SaaS, so we see subscription, usage-based billing, enterprise licenses, consulting, but you can also add your own custom name. For this example, we'll use basic subscription, which represent the entry-level tier of a SaaS product. Select it to open the setup page. You are now on the basic subscription assumption page. Notice at the top you can see the stream's name. You are in the base scenario and the target customers are set to individuals, matching what we defined in growth. There is also a sales profitability dashboard tab at the right top, which will show your output once we filled everything in. This page works through 3 things in order: initialization, pricing, and conversion. Together, they are the engine that turns potential users into projected revenue. In the initialization block, you set 2 things: the revenue currency, in this case GBP, and the date you expect your first subscription to occur. Here we've set that to 1st of June. You also see optional toggles for the end date, free trial, and payment terms, but you don't need to switch those now. First, let's focus to keep it simple, and then later we can adjust that and change it. Next is the billing and pricing section. First, choose now how often the customers are billed. For the subscription is often 1 month, so it's the most common choice, so that's what we're gonna select. Then, set up the price per subscription. You'll notice there is a separate field for each of the 5 forecast years, which lets you model price changes over time. In this example, we've kept it consistent at £23 per month across all years. There are also options to include or exclude VAT from the price. Important later when you're looking at the cash flow and tax, but not essential to get right on the first pass. Now for the most important part of the page, conversions. At the top of this section, you can see the number of signed users flowing from growth, year by year. 97 in year 1, rising to over 37,000 by year 5. These aren't paying customers yet though. There are the pool of people who shown interest in your product or service. Below that, the model asks 3 questions to work out how many of them actually generate revenue. First, what percentage of signed users will actively use your product each month? We've set it to 10%. Only a fraction of signups become consistently active. Second, of those monthly active users, what percentage will pay for basic subscription? We used 5% over here as a small share of converting from free or casual use to paying plan. And the third question, what percentage of paying subscribers will stop paying after the frequency? We've set up 50% as a high churn rate for this example, representing a product still finding product market fit. Once these 3 numbers are in place, the model has everything it needs: the size of the funnel from growth, the conversion rate at each stage, and the drop-off rate. Combined with your billing frequency and price, it can now calculate monthly and annual revenue for this stream automatically. No formulas, no spreadsheets. When you are happy with your inputs, click Complete Basic Subscription at the bottom of the page. The model saves your settings and takes you straight to the sales profitability dashboard for this stream. Here you will see a revenue chart showing how this subscription stream builds over the next 12 months and across the full 5-year period. You can also switch to the User Customer tab to see the underlying subscriber numbers driving that revenue. Right now, gross margin will show as 100%, because we haven't added any cost of sales yet. That's intentional. We are building the revenue picture first. When you navigate back to the main sales page, you will see the dashboard has updated. Your main MRR and ARR are no longer zero. The financial overview chart now shows how revenue develops over the next 12 months. And you add more streams, you will also see a revenue distribution view showing how each one contributes to your total 5-year forecast. So to summarize what we've done in this episode, we've connected the growth section to the actual money. The sales dashboard gives you the high-level view of revenue across the plan. The basic subscription pages is the engine underneath. It takes signed users from growth, applies a conversion funnel set to billing cycle and price each subscription. Together, they translate your growth assumptions into a clear, auditable revenue story, without you having to build a single formula. In the next episode, we will add cost of sales to the stream, which let you see gross margin, and we will start to understand what it actually costs to deliver the revenue we've just modeled.